Welcome everybody to Hobbies Unlocked. Get your keys out. Welcome back to another episode of Hobbies Unlocked. I'm still on the search for more hobbies. I'm trying to figure out all of them because honestly, you know, people feel like they can't talk about their hobbies. Maybe they feel like they can't share their hobbies with one another, or maybe there's people think that they won't be interested. Well, I am. I'm interested. And I brought in a friend of mine that hopefully has some cool hobbies, but it's okay if she doesn't. That's fine. There's no barometer. It's just about having fun. So this is one of my good improviser friends that, you know, we've been doing improv since day one together, doing everything like that. So everybody give it up for Deanna Lohn.
Yes. I would hope you would know by
yes.
now.
Well, there's a thing about your spelling. It was like so funny when I was calling you on the way over here. Mm-hmm. I was trying to like use my phone. I was trying to use Google, which I had, and just like trying to pull it up. And like I kept saying your name, and it kept pulling up like Deanna Lohn, which like that's not what I'm saying. Oh God, I just smacked the filter here, and it was just like the craziest thing trying to get to you. So I just had to like, while I was in traffic, just to like, okay, I got to scroll to Deanna's phone number because it's not going to work, and then call you. So then I do always like remember you like explaining to people, it's like, oh, it's like loan, like bank loan. Mm-hmm. But I also remember you saying people think it's lawn, like mowing the lawn or something like that. I was like, oh God, which one was it?
Right.
Which one was it? And it was like, you don't realize how many times, like when you're talking with your friends, how often that you don't have to say their last name.
Right.
Like,
yes.
I feel like it'd be very uncomfortable if I just kept addressing you by your full first and last name and middle. It's
Michelle.
It's Michelle.
Let's work that in.
Like Bank Michelle or like lawn mowing Michelle.
Yeah. Like Michelle. I was trying to come up with something clever. I don't know any other cool Michelles. Just me.
Deanna was like, before we recorded, Deanna was trying to like assure me. I was like, and it's like, you know, I don't know if I have the energy to be like you know, the funny person or whatever. Improv, and it's like you don't got to worry about that. We're just having a conversation and like talking about it. But it's such a improv performer thing where it's like, oh, I have to be funny now.
Oh yeah.
And everything like that. So I'm assuming, is this your first time on like a podcast or anything like that?
Yeah.
Well, this is my first time doing a podcast, so we're in a similar boat.
Yeah.
And everything like that. And the thing I wanted to talk to you about is just kind of like curious, like what kind of hobbies that you do? Because I know there's things that you do like improv and everything like that, but I don't really know exactly what you get to when you're just like, you just have you time.
Yeah, just hanging out.
What do you got for us today? Is there anything that like comes to mind? It looks like I could see in a very like, if you don't know Deanna, this is a very Deanna thing to do. I could see she has a notes sheet. It might just be my document. I don't know.
Maybe it is.
Yeah, that you may have done. And it's like, that's one of the best things about Deanna is that she always comes prepared. She always comes like with a plan, and is and this is like just like a genuine thing, is probably the reason that like all the people that we did improv classes together are still like maintaining communication and friends and everything like that, because Deanna was like the one I was like, no, we're going to put you guys, or we're going to make a text group. So this doesn't become weird and chaotic and everything like that. And now that's still how we kind of hang out today. Just through that text message group and everything like that. So what do you got for us? What do you like to do on your own time? Yeah.
So improv would definitely be the first thing I would list.
And this would be a very short podcast if every person came out and just said improv.
Yeah. Right. It is. And it's just so, I can't say enough about it. It's so silly and fun.
Absolutely.
And and shameless plug, I'm wearing my Hive earrings and t-shirt. That is my long form improv team that I'm a part of. Come check it out. Now I'm done with the shameless plug.
I was gonna say we're gonna plug stuff anyway.
So I have two hobbies that I can talk about today.
Yeah.
One is I would say probably more accessible. We call it Bestie Book Club.
Bestie Book Club.
I love that.
Bestie
Book Club, yes. So my best friend and I from high school, we've been best friends since like the 8th grade. So we're coming up on, I'm not bad at math in my head, maybe 15 years being besties. And well, she did her master's in North Carolina and she stayed there.
Yeah.
And we both have ADHD. We just like forget that each other exists except for Christmas when she comes back and visits her parents. And one of those visits, I was just like, gosh, I wish we could catch up more. And maybe we should like set regular times to just make sure that we talk to each other. And in that same conversation, we were talking about how we wish we read more.
Yeah.
I used to be a really avid reader in like middle school. It was like book a day reading. And I really lost track of that. I got overwhelmed with the level of work in high school and college.
Yeah.
And I hardly ever read anymore. So I thought, let's two birds, one stone this.
Yeah.
And we'll set a date like every 2 weeks. We'll pick a book, read a chunk of it, and talk about it for maybe 10 minutes and then shoot the shit for another hour or so.
Yeah. So it was kind of like a vehicle to accomplish like reading and like actually getting some of that time in, but also like just really getting time with your friends, just like a way to talk to them.
Yes, 100%. Yeah. And it's been very effective. We've kept it going for, I think, 2 or 3 years now.
Okay.
And we're busy and we get distracted. So the nice thing about it's just 4 of us, me, my bestie, and our husbands. And it's just because it's so small and we know each other so well. It's very low stress, very like
low stakes. There's no like due dates or anything like that.
Well, just the next time we meet, we agree on like a small chunk of book. Like many people could read a book in 2 weeks. We read.
Some can read multiple books in 2 weeks.
Right. We read maybe 100 or so pages, but it's just nice. It's really easy to fit into our lives. But I'm reading more in my adult life now than I have in a long time. So
it is nice to like put some kind of parameters to it where it feels like you're choosing it. Because like when you're in school, it's like you're reading this and you're being told that this is what we're reading and everything like that. So I always had like this kind of like. It's like they're making me do this. I was like, the system is making me do this. Like I was a very, just a very like privileged kid. It was very much of like,
we were actually very lucky to have the education.
I was actually very lucky to have the education I did, and I probably should have tried a little bit better. But like, that's like just kind of how reading was kind of brought to me. So I've attempted to do more reading. That's like. Actually sitting down and giving myself the time to read and everything like that. But I keep trying to do it with like big fantasy books. And the problem with big fantasy books is like, I want to physically read it, but it's like this is like really heavy on one side until I get through 200 pages of world building. Yeah. And then I just like, oh God, I'm like checking out of it. So like, what are you guys reading? Is it like, how do you guys decide that?
Yeah. So, because I've read so little, I often you'll read one thing and then you can get, Google can recommend other things, or there are things like Goodreads. I often just look for bestsellers. I'm looking for something that's palatable.
The Bible.
Right.
All right, get through the Bible by the next time we meet.
I know. I'm up to Job. That's someone in the Bible, I think. I'm a heathen.
So. Is that the guy that's in the whale?
Sure. No, that's Jonah, I think. Oh. I don't know. I haven't read it.
See, again, I can't read. Because that's what the system wants.
Right. So I do a lot of just Googling for books, but all of us really like sci-fi. That's sort of like the favorite genre among the 4 of us.
So it makes it easier to narrow it down.
Mm-hmm. And there's, it's sort of it's good and bad to go back to the classics is what we're finding. Yeah. So, to get started, we were like, well, let's read some of the originals, like Dune. I laugh because we have our own opinions on Dune. Yeah. And Foundation, for example, Isaac Asimov. And that's a series.
What is that about? Yeah.
So Foundation is Foundation and Do Androids Dream of Electric Sheep are some of the really early, were the basis for many sci-fi stories that followed them. Philip K. Dick is Deanna Lohn of Electric Sheep, by the way, if you're looking to read it.
Was this a part of your notes? Because you're like remembering this really well. You're like,
I looked some stuff back up. Yes. My memory sucks. So it is neat. It's interesting to go back and see like, oh, okay, I'm recognizing references in newer sci-fi pieces, movies and books that I'm familiar with that come from this. But it's also like, they're old, and many,
especially Dune, like that's
and it's doesn't age well always. So Kristen, my bestie, why am I saying bestie so hard? I can just say best friend.
It's very sweet. I was like, when you said how many years it was, but like, when did it really become best friend, and then when did it really become bestie?
I know, yeah. Probably just in the last couple of years, we've really evolved.
Yeah, the books have really helped. Like, it's like, oh my God, I didn't realize that the original Dune book mentioned bestie so much, and it's like, let's put it back.
It's really left an impression on me for sure.
Yeah, it's like, oh, Baron Bestie. I've only seen like the part one of the newest movie with like Timothée Chalamet and Zendaya and everything like that. So that's like, I'm going off of that.
Yeah, and we do actually mix in some movies now and again. If we're just like, oh, guys, we're really tired and we're really busy. Let's just like watch a movie and we'll talk about that. So we did try to read Dune. And the nice thing too about it being a small group of people that we're close to, it can be, in a good way, a bit of an echo chamber. Yeah. Like, you come ready to say, this sucked, right? And you're like, oh my God. I was really glad. Yeah. And
I would imagine nobody would want to be the downer, like in the middle of the week before you guys meet up, being like texting the group and be like, hey guys, this kind of sucks.
Yeah.
But then when you get in person and you can actually like, okay, we can actually talk about this a little bit. It's like, I don't. Yeah. It's certain things. It's like, you don't realize how much that not like just like consumption in society is like changed of like reading and everything like that, or even movies and film, and like, taking their time like with certain things, and or just like things that are like, okay, this is definitely would be considered either racist or sexist in that.
Yep.
And all of this kind of other stuff now, or like we don't get that as much in books, and we shouldn't.
Right. Yeah, it had its time, I guess, and that time, fortunately, is over for the most part.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so with Dune, it just was so like, I think Dune
too much sand.
There is a lot of sand. It's rough and coarse, and it gets everywhere. You're welcome, Star Wars fans, and or haters. And
well, if you're a Star Wars fan, you're also a hater. That's just the rules.
That's a good point. Yes. I think if you like Dune, you probably are also obsessed with like World War II. Like, you're probably just like, it's just all tension and strategy. It's probably, I could probably compare it to if Game of Thrones had zero like romance or sex.
Yeah.
Like,
no, like, nothing else in between to keep your attention.
Yeah, it's just
other than the strategy and the sand. And
everyone is very stoic, and all they care about is like their troops and their access to the stuff in the sand that I can't remember what it's called anymore. Sure. Yes. Yeah. Drugs, actually.
Yeah.
Meth.
No, isn't it like, because isn't like the sand they call like spice or something like that?
Yes.
And that's like
spice.
a drug. Yeah.
That's what it is. Yeah. It has like a fancy name in the book, but spice generally. Yeah. And then Do Androids Dream of Electric Sheep it was very, it honestly, I think was not terribly well written. Like just I don't know that the author was that good even at writing, and I think probably the concept of sci-fi being so new is probably what got it through to being published.
It was there wasn't people doing this yet.
And then just like, it's books of that time, it's the classic like this man, he has blonde hair and he had a family. And then you get to, or something very generic. And then you get to a woman character and boy, are we going to find out how well she would birth children. And I mean, truly.
Yeah. I mean, that's that. Yeah.
Yeah. She's slender and wide hips and supple breasts. Like literally. I know. This is the, so if you, hey ladies, if you go to read the classics and you're new to it, you'll get a lot of that. Plenty of that.
Yeah, if you decide like, hey, I'm going to read something and I'm going to pick a genre and just start at the beginning. It's like, and then we're going to get to the beginning. We're going to keep moving up.
Like, if it's like 20th century at all, if it starts with the year starts with a 1.
Starts with 19.
Yeah, it might be rough.
Yeah.
So that was the experience that we had for a little while there. And I was like, all right, guys, the next thing that we read has to start with a 2.
Has to start with a 2, yeah,
has to start with a 2.
2001: A Space Odyssey.
We watched it, and I didn't enjoy it personally. Similarly, one of those early sci-fis.
Yeah. That's when they actually did that. That's really funny. But I do like the whole idea of that, like, even if like the material, it's just a vehicle or an engine to get you to just spend time with friends that are far away.
Yeah, 100%.
And everything like that. Even if it's just like ragging on the book and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
That seems like a lot of fun, just in general. Mm-hmm. Just like, even if we don't read the book, we should still just get on and talk to each other.
Yeah, for sure. And there was, we tried really hard to get through most of the main Foundation series.
Yeah. And
just as it went on, it kind of got clear that we're doing a cash grab. We need to meet a page count. We need to meet a word count. And it just got so boring. And we're like, eventually, without too many spoilers, we want to figure out, the goal is like, what happened to Earth? Because this is many, many millennia after humans have left Earth. And it's been so long ago that nobody can remember where Earth is or what it is. And so eventually the whole goal of like that final book is we got to find it and we got to figure out what the deal is. But we got so tired of it that Kristen actually agreed to just read the whole book for us. And then basically like a stand-up set, she just ripped it. She did a summary whilst ripping it to shreds, just so we could all know how it ended.
Yeah, like Spark Notes, but if it was funny.
Yeah, correct. Yeah, it was really solid. That was a fun time.
That's quite the sword to fall on. If it was like, oh, this is gonna be rough, because like that's the thing with like sci-fi and fantasies too, is like these books are long.
Yeah,
books are long.
Oh, they are. Yep.
So you're big. At least 1,000 pages each every time, so that's a lot of stuff. But I wanted to ask you too, because you mentioned 2 kind of hobbies too. I'm curious to see what this other one is too, because I want to be able to get to it, since you prepared a document.
I know.
For people who are you're not going to be able to see it on the video, Deanna has a scroll that she's actually written in ink with her family's crest on it. That talks about her hobbies. So what is your second hobby? Is it crest making?
Oh, I think it should be. Probably should be. No, it is color guard. It is
color guard. Okay.
Flag spinning.
Yeah.
So this is a hobby. This is an old hobby of mine that I'm actually trying to get back into.
Yeah.
So I did color guard all 4 years in high school. So if you're not familiar,
for like, I was gonna say just.
What is
that? Yeah, because I know what it is, because we're both band kids.
Yeah.
And everything like that. So
So color guard is if you're in a high school setting, it's probably going to be part of the marching band. So this is sort of the more visual element. You have a team of probably mostly women, but anyone can join.
Yeah.
Going to have an interesting costume, and they're going to the term typically a spin, a flag, or a fake rifle made out of wood, or a saber, which is like just a not terribly sharp metal sword looking.
It's usually
thing.
Like pretty blunt, but it's still
still
makes the shape.
Could hurt you.
Yeah.
And I was really bad at those last 2, so I just did.
I was going to say that you don't see the saber as much.
It's and especially with a fall outdoor sport, there's so much wind.
Oh, yeah.
And so it can be dangerous. You can get hit with tosses. And so our color guard mostly did flags. Sometimes we would have a few rifles, and we didn't really get into saber. But that is an option.
Yeah.
So yeah, you just move around on the field with choreography that goes with whatever the band is playing.
Mm-hmm.
We had a show that was made up of like 4 different arranged songs.
Yeah.
So you'd have sort of like, it was like an opener, and then like another faster arrangement, and then a ballad, and then your closer, which was like your final big number. But you'll also see color guard often in parades. So we did, I went to high school in a rural area just south of Columbus. And so the big thing down there is Pumpkin Show.
Pumpkin Show?
Yeah. So that they had a very big parade.
Is that exactly what it sounds like? Just like people having these huge pumpkins that are showing off? Or
it's essentially like a county fair.
Okay.
But just like later in the fall. So yes, there are like biggest pumpkin competitions that like farmers can enter, but there's also like, rides and games.
I feel like there's like a one where they launch pumpkins, like catapults.
Maybe. I don't know. It's been a while.
I don't know where that town is, but I know it happens, or at least I dreamed it. And it will happen.
If they don't have it, they should.
Yeah.
Should get that started.
If I have anything to say about it with my poll.
Right. Yeah. Just tell them. Yeah. Podcast is coming.
Podcast is coming. Hey, this podcast hasn't released any episodes yet, but if
you're gonna want to get in on the ground floor.
You're gonna want to get on the ground floor and launching pumpkins.
Yeah.
Anyways.
So yeah, they had a big parade like on the, I don't know, second night of the pumpkin show, and all the local high schools all the bands would march, and so we had like, it's sort of like pep music that they do. Yeah. And it's more pop songs, and we would just march and spin the flags, and it was a really fun time. It was, if you're into this sort of thing, it's very pretty. You get to wear like a neat costume that goes with the theme of the show. The flags are usually colored with the theme of the show. Yeah. Usually fun hair and makeup, and but it's also very athletic. You're running around the field.
You're doing a lot.
Yeah. So yeah, and I've started going to the Pride parades in the last couple of years.
Okay. I would imagine, there might be some people like that are doing some flag twirling or stuff like that. Does it get as crazy as like color guard does?
It probably varies. So I looked them up. They call themselves the Flaggets. Right?
That's funny. I like that as a name. Mm-hmm. I won't comment further as a straight man ally. Mm-hmm. Love that.
It's clever.
It is clever. Yes.
We're taking it back. And so there's like I can't remember where the original where they started, but they have like chapters in different major cities around the country. Mm-hmm. So you have the Columbus chapter. I think they have a Cincinnati and Cleveland. Okay. That's awesome. Yeah. And so I started looking into that, and I've attempted to sign myself up for this coming year. So this is me setting a date. Look setting a deadline. Yeah. So that I have to practice and get back into it. And I've just ordered some equipment online for a practice flag. Yeah. So yeah.
And it's like, I have to flip this many flags before the next time I get on Zoom and talk about reading.
Yep, exactly. Well, and Kristen and I were in color guard together too.
So wait, that's great. That's awesome. So then you can just show your book club on camera, just like watch this,
watch my show. Yeah,
yeah. You hear the classic like cat screech and like just falls into like a dumpster.
I'm sure that's how it will start. Yeah.
Oh yeah. I mean, it's super tough, and like I have a lot of respect for people doing that, because it is kind of like one of those things too. It's like where, especially when you're performing in a show, you're doing it with a group of other people, and it's very uniform. It's very much, you usually are going to be doing the same thing as everybody else. So of course, if like the wind catches it, or something happens, or you catch your foot and you start going down, then you're the one person that everybody can see, and all that kind of other stuff too. So it's tough.
And I do have a story about that, actually.
Yeah.
So I think it must have been my sophomore year. I was probably probably the favorite show while I was in high school. It was Wicked themed.
That would be a fun show to do.
It was just so emotional. The music, it was so well done.
When was this? Like, was this like pretty recent, like after Wicked came out?
When it was getting really, really popular on Broadway.
Okay.
Because I think we did a band trip the year before to New York, and we got to watch
You got to go
Wicked.
see Wicked in Broadway.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. It may have been
as somebody who doesn't,
but
but it's still like getting to go see it and all that kind of other stuff too. Even as somebody who doesn't really go to many musicals or watch many musicals and all that stuff, it's like, I know that's a big deal.
Yeah, it was very fun. And so they modeled the show on Wicked.
Mm-hmm.
So it had, I think, some newish elements, but a lot of like familiar tunes from songs in the. So we had, I think it was in the like second movement. Our choreographer was like, okay, we're going to do a partner toss, which is
like you're throwing your person, like another person.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah. No. You're going to throw your flag, spin away, and then your partner is going to catch it.
Oh, okay. Okay.
And that is scary in the fall wind.
Yeah.
We had, I think, one significant injury that year. And thankfully my goof that I'm going to talk about didn't result in an injury. And I was pretty slick. So this is what happened. I did step on the silk is what happened.
Oh, yeah.
And so I couldn't, the timing was off. I wouldn't have been able to throw it. Or if I did, it would have been like a full second or two after everyone else.
Yeah.
Look at me. Like I remember how to do it.
Yeah.
So we did competitions, and it was the Buckeye Invitational. So I think this was luck was on my side with that.
Yeah.
So we did a competition show in the Horseshoe at OSU.
Oh, wow.
Which was very cool and very fun to do.
Yeah, that's a big stadium to be able to do it in. Yeah.
Well, and the judges are way up in the box, so they're a lot further than they usually are to critique us. So basically, I stepped on the silk. I realized there's no way I can throw it. And I was really not usually this great at quick thinking, but I managed to just flip it in my hands and hand it to Sarah, who was my partner. And then I just hit the pose and skipped the throw. The spin.
You just timed it with like everybody else.
Yeah. And, And there were no notes on it when we got the recordings back from the judges. And I was like, yes, nailed it.
Also, too, it's like, depending on like what angle you're looking at it, it's like you probably can't see all of the rifles or the flags that are being flipped at the same time.
Yeah,
it's
you're looking at some area, and they may not have been looking
competition
at us.
Judges, like we could talk about this for several hours. It's like a whole separate type of thing. Like, how do you judge like a marching band show or just like a color guard show and two? Because like, if I remember correctly too, it's like there's like Winter Guard International or something.
Yeah, thanks for
which
bringing that up.
like that's like the most professional you can kind of go with it. It's like if people have heard of drum corps for marching bands, which is also another way that color guard can also kind of shine in a more like professional like touring manner as well. But that's like it's just color guard shows and it's like kind of all this kind of thing. So it's impressive. Did you ever get to like do anything or see any of those kind of shows? Yeah.
So we had, while I was in high school, we had two different color guard coaches. We had Olivia for most of the time, and she did Winter Guard. Okay. And then we had Steven after that, and he was in drum corps. So we got to hear a little bit about what they did. They talked about their auditions, and understandably and unsurprisingly, they are intense. And so if you want to do it at that level, it's a big commitment. It's a lot of practice. You got to be really in shape. But even if that's not something that you think you could do, I mean, you can go on YouTube and just enjoy their shows. They post a lot of them. Winter Guard especially is really fun to watch. It's just, it's art. It is just
very
beautiful.
Pretty to watch.
They're so synchronized and all they get really, really fun and fancy with the colors and the silks and
the theming and everything like that. It's like, it's not, it's like the performance art of it. It's like costume design too.
Yeah.
so much.
Yeah. With the Winter Guard, the filming of it, they'll get in close. So they do really fancy makeup. And they even have this, like, I don't know exactly what you'd call it, but it's essentially like a printed tarp that because Winter Guard is inside. So you'll be in like a large gym, and they cover the whole floor with like this one piece of cloth. And it's just very pretty usually with the theme of the show.
It's usually a lot better to kind of like perform onto than whatever gym floor that they're doing.
Yeah. And I'll never forget. I highly recommend this. If you can find it. It was the best show I ever saw. And Olivia shared it with us when I was in high school. It was a Winter Guard team who did a show to John Lennon's Imagine.
Okay.
And it was just like, it was so emotional. Like just the you. Yeah. They did this like really gorgeous light toss that right in sync with that little note, and it was so well done. And if you can find it, World Guard International, John Lennon Imagine, go check it out. It is
there's so many. You could find yourself in like a rabbit hole of like watching just these old shows. Same thing with like drum corps and all that kind of other stuff too. Is like there's so many great ones to be able to check out. But it's just really great, like to like seeing you try to like reconnect to that too, and all that kind of other stuff too. Because like just listening to you talk about it, I could just hear like kind of how much more passionate about just like kind of that, like the beauty about it and all that kind of stuff. And it's just stuff that we don't get to talk about all the times as friends or just with people. So thank you for sharing that. We're gonna wrap up on time. I can't believe it's already been over 30 minutes and everything like that. But I wanted to give you. So what I've been doing is I've been giving a gift of people sharing about their hobbies, and I wanted to give you a Pokemon card that almost like a tarot reading, but not really at all.
Okay.
Just something I was like, oh, this gave the vibes of Deanna, or just like something about you and everything like that.
Okay.
So I had a couple of options, but I think at the end of the day, I'm going to give you Yamper.
Oh, okay.
So Yamper, for people who don't know, is a Pokemon that's based off of a corgi, and everything about Yamper is just like so cute and sweet. And Deanna, at her core, is also like that, but it also gives me like the reminder of like Deanna's got a lovely dog named Wallace.
Oh yeah.
And
he's a sweet boy.
There's not a specific enough Pokemon yet that like felt like that. And I think that one, like, it was just a really cute one. And I was like, this feels like Deanna.
Oh, thank you.
Absolutely.
And I was into Pokemon back in the day too.
Yeah.
And unsurprisingly, I liked the cute and pretty
That's
ones.
what I was going to go for. And when we get off camera, I'll show you some of the other options I was thinking about too. But is there any other plugs or anything? I don't know when this will come out. So I think Hive's a great plug just because Hive performs regularly here at the Nest. But anything else that you want to plug people there to know?
I think, if you get a chance to see Commando, that's the show that my husband Isaac is on. They also perform about once a month. They are hilarious. They get a suggestion between every scene, and they're just goofballs. They're nuts, and that's a compliment in the improv community.
Oh yeah,
not
absolutely.
Familiar. They're
We're
weird,
all a little weird,
wild, and it's very fun. I'm going to audition for the short form team as well.
Maybe.
And so if I get on it, only if I get on it, you should come see Fun and Games, the short form show.
Okay.
And they do, I think they're going to do twice a month going forward.
Okay, sweet. Yeah.
Come check them out. Come check
Absolutely.
me. Come check me out.
Come check out Deanna only and see more about her. But also go check out, you can check out Hobbies Unlocked on Hobbies Unlocked Pod on Instagram. Make sure to listen to the other podcasts that are coming out on the Roost Network here, and we'll see you guys in the next episode.
Thanks, everyone. Bye.
You're listening to a podcast on the Roost Nest Podcasting Network, executive produced by the Nest Theater and Comedy Arts Center. Co-founded and funded by Rance Rizzuto and Tara DeFrancisco. For more information on the Nest Theater, go to nesttheater.com. Roost Nest Podcasting Network.